Hi, Olga.
Hello. I started this journey in 2020 when my father gave me a box of letters and old photographs from my grandmother. And her testimonies meant for me a lot because there I could find the side of the Soviet Union I never heard about, which showed me how was life for simple people in very distant places of the Soviet Union, in the Urals. This made me think about the past of my family, the memories, and how it was related to the bigger history of the Soviet Union. I didn't know my family before doing this film, and this film is my first encounter with them. At the beginning, I hope that it will be a happy ending, that there are family secrets, there is a broken family which reunite in the film, but reality brought not so pleasant surprises. The war which started in Ukraine in 2022. Then I had to rethink the entire project, but at the same time the film became even more important for me in this journey which starts with a small family. It's also a search, my own search for an answer why this war happened today and why the Soviet Union was reborn in this way through this war. That's a very good question. At the same time, in 2021, I started my PhD research project about the way memories are constructed, especially in the dictatorship in the state like Soviet Union was, how these memories are constructed through documentary films paid by the state and which represent a command of the state. I decided to try to challenge these memories through a first-person filmmaking. I tried to understand how memories of the Soviet Union created by the books, history books and documentary films contrasted the real memories of my family. And in this sense, camera became a research tool to interrogate my family memories and also revisit the past in the Urals. The bigger question was how this past still persists today and affects nowadays realities and contemporary generations. Also, war ends, but the war doesn't end with the peace pact. It continues to live in the traumas of the consequent generations and in the broken families. As well, the war in Ukraine will end one day, but the families which were broken during this war will remain broken. Not a lot is spoke about this part of war consequences is also very important because we are still dealing with the traumas and memories of the Second World War, but how many new wars came after? There are lots of studies about memories and how they continue to live in family environment, like Marianne Hirsch, post-memory, which was initially a term to define the second generation of the Holocaust survivors who become more interested in the past of their grandparents, a past which often is covered by secrecy, but the same term can be applied to any country and any contemporary generation, because in the families unpleasant memories are often silenced because our families try to protect the new generations and they think that through silence they can do that, but actually this creates a worse and reversed effect because this creates more myths and unknown secrets which continue to haunt the generation transgenerations. And actually, when I started working on this project, one quote came in my mind. It's from Jack London's book Before Adam. He starts with a very nice thought. There is a kind of dream which every second person has. It's a dream about falling from a very high point into abyss, and then you wake up just before hitting the ground, and this actually is a transgenerational dream which we inherited from our very distant ancestors who were living in the trees, and our ancestors who transmitted these dreams to us, they're actually the ones who witnessed their loved ones falling down and dying because of that fall. And this memory traumatized them so much that this changed their DNA. And that's why in the film I make this reference about the broken DNA in the family, or the reality which my family was going through. There are more and more studies saying that traumatic memories are transmitted also genetically, and they live physically in our bodies. And only exploring the past of our families, our personal past through personal stories can help us understand which kind of memories exist in our bodies. Because even if we don't know them or ignore them, they still exist. And the first step to deal and to confront them is to understand and explore them.
Thank you.
Thank you.